Hello, good afternoon. My name is Joel. Welcome to Campus Voice, a program that focuses on student politics. And with me here today, I have Stephen Edu, one of the aspirants for the SRC presidency, hopefully, right? And God has made it possible to have him with us here today to dig into his mind, to understand his visions, his motivations, to understand some of his policies, some of the things he have that I think should make him the best man for the job, and to also elect him as our next SRC president. But before we begin, we want to get to know him a little bit. We want to know who Stephen Edu is, his background, where he comes from, and all that, what he does at GCTU. And we want to just get to know Stephen Edu a little more. My boss,
yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, getting to know you, we want to know you. Who is Stephen Edu? And what does he do? Where does he come from?
Okay, so thank you very much for having me here. I want to correct something small before you. So, I'm not yet an aspirant. Please, I'm an hopeful.
Okay.
I mean, somebody hoping to be.
Okay.
So, I'm not yet an aspirant because, this is politics, and when your opponents, should hear you start addressing yourself as aspirant, like it can be used against you, and probably you'll be disqualified or something.
Okay.
I'm an, as I say, hopeful here for now. To probably you take nominations, you go for vetting and all that, then you become an aspirant. So
Okay.
That is it. That is the point I wanted to correct.
Okay.
So back to the main issue. My name is Stephen Edu. I'm a level 300 student in GCTU. I'm studying computer science. I'm an evening student. I'm an evening student because I'm working as well. I'm working at the SSNIT, Social Security and National Insurance Trust. So basically that is where I work, and I'm from Cape Coast, in the central region of Ghana.
Okay.
The first of, 3 boys. Is that all? Is there anything I should add?
Oh no, maybe that's just fine right now. That's just fine for now. Wow, that's quite good. Computer science level 300 students. That's nice. And SRC president, hopeful.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you for that correction and all that. But to begin with, I would like to get to know from you. Having heard about SRC, what is your vision about SRC? What do you know SRC to be? What do you think is the role of the SRC on campus?
So basically, SRC, SRC is there to, speak or assist students on campus, to help students navigate their ways on campus.
Okay.
Make the voices of students heard by management and school authorities. So basically, we are the mouthpiece. SRC, we are the mouthpiece of the student.
Wow, I like that part. The mouthpiece of the student, because a lot of times I personally believe that there are a lot of things on the heart of students. They want to talk, but where do they get these opportunities from? That is when SRC comes in, and we believe that the SRC for the past years have been doing a good job in that. Now let's get to know from you what's your motivation coming into this, and you having the interest to even serve as the position of SRC president, hopeful. What's your motivation? What has been your motivation? Do you have any personal interest at heart or any of those things?
So in my stay on GCTU campus, that's for the past 3 years. I've seen students, go through a lot of challenges on campus.
Okay.
Some are very disheartening. You see and you feel like you can't just sit back. There comes a time that, someone has to step up and, present himself or herself to, help students, go through all these, challenges and, help them, solve the challenges. So that has been my motivation. I mean, coming into this, I mean, SRC, I just want to come and help solve, I mean, most of, I mean, I can't say all, because we can't, I mean, the time is very limited and it's short.
Yeah.
So we can't even handle everything, but at least the most difficult ones, those ones that we think, I mean, cannot be, I mean, achieved, we help students, I mean, get through it so that we all, I mean, see a better GCTU. I mean, even when we are out of GCTU, you sit back and you see what you did, and I mean, the solutions you were able to bring on board, and the ideas that you brought on board to help students, and you feel like, yeah, I mean, you did something good on campus. So basically, that is what motivated me.
Wow. So that's quite interesting, of course, and I think that I like the fact that you are mentioning wanting to help the students, wanting to be the voice of the student, wanting to help the students get solutions to problems and all that. But aside getting the solutions to the problems, after we get the solution to the problems, are there any measures you are putting in place to make sure that we don't encounter some of these challenges again in the future, not just mitigating them and then in the future we still see them emerging and all that? Are there measures you are going to put in place as well to make sure that those problems or challenges don't repeat themselves?
So in solving, I mean, every problem, I mean, you have to make sure that the steps that created a problem or the ways that created the problems, I mean, will be blocked. Okay. So that, I mean, in the unforeseen future or in the near future, I mean, you're not going to see those challenges again. So
that's true.
In solving it, we'll try our possible best to be sure that, I mean, those challenges are not going to be seen again. Will be a thing of the past. Okay. That is what we tend to do.
Wow. That's quite interesting over there. Now, like, let's move forward. Again, before we hear of people wanting to step into position, want to take up the role of the responsibility roles of positions on campuses, and even in the real world, in the real political world, there is always a drive. They have a vision. They have a vision they want to present to the people, to listen to them, so that they can get the vote of these people. What is that unique vision Stephen Edu is bringing on board to get GCTU in shape?
So in my introduction, I told you I'm already working.
Okay.
And that is the touch that I'm bringing to the game.
You're already working.
I'm already working.
So it means that you're already in the system.
In the system already. So
wow.
What I think, I mean, I want to bring on board is life after campus, because I mean, you have students come to university for 4 years, and what saddens me is after 4 years, you see a graduate walking around with CV applications in the armpits, roaming and coming, I mean, the four corners of Accra or the four corners of the country, seeking for job opportunities. I mean, it's very sad. I mean, why should it be so? And even in our case, whereby you come to a technological school, understand? I mean, I don't think that should be the case of GCTU students. So with me, I'm coming on board, and I'm going to bring innovative ideas that is going to help us, so that we can move the students from, I mean, the basic classroom work that you do to probably outside campus life. I mean, getting the practical work, so that when you leave campus, you'll be able to, I mean, you'll be able to do something for yourself. You'll be useful to yourself and to your society. That is what I'm bringing on board.
Can you give us a few examples of these things you want to do? Because what you are saying seems to be in the loop. We can't see it. Can you give us some of these examples? Because for me, I want to go to Slate. I want to go and do some crazy things at Slate where you work. So how are you going to get me in here, or how are you going to help me get those hands-on experiences that will equip me for the real world job?
So when you come to GCT, we are doing so much, like we are doing so well in terms of IT, okay, in terms of technology. And you know now the world is, turning around and is evolving around technology.
Yeah.
What I intend to do is to bring corporate Ghana to the school, for corporate Ghana, for the outside world to come and see what GCT we are doing,
okay,
to come and see what our students are made of. Okay. So that, if we create that link, that network, that connection between corporate Ghana and the school, where you have SNIT coming to do forums on campus, SNIT coming to engage students on campus. We have when level 100 comes, during their orientations and all that, we have some of these, Aquada Week and all that, we have some of these big companies like the telcos, like the SNIT, the Cocoa Bots. We invite all of them because they all have, IT, and I'm sure they all want to move to the IT world. They want to explore the IT world. So why don't you bring those people to campus for them to come and see what the school is doing and what the students are made of? Okay. And in so doing, we build networks, we build connections. Students just to, you have probably a student engaging probably a SNIT HR, a SNIT DDG, a SNIT resource person or something like that. You create that rapport and that name, so that it gives us the opportunity. So probably even in what do you call it, attachments in an NSS and all that, we shouldn't struggle as GCTU students. So that is what I'm looking at.
Wow, that's quite an interesting one. And wanting to go into this position, it's a big role. It's a big role, and of course, as an individual, we would like to understand what are some of the preparatory roles you've occupied in the past that you think have equipped you enough for this particular position. I'm sure this is not the first time you are interested in wanting to occupy a position or that sort. Can you mention a few of these positions you've held in the past that you believe has equipped you enough and positioned you so well to be an SRC president, hopefully?
So, growing up, serving people has always been my desire. I love to serve, I love to work for people. Okay. And so that was the reason why in GSS, I was a sports prefect in my school. Moved to secondary school, I became the entertainment prefect. Wow. I moved to IPMC. I was a whole course rep in IPMC. Okay. Then I moved to GCTU. GCTU, I'm currently the TESCON vice president of GCTU. Oh wow. So if you study my background and where I'm coming from, I have served. Okay. And I believe leadership is not all about occupying positions, taking up positions, taking up roles as, I'm this, I'm that. It's about what you bring on board. Yeah. But, it's about impacting life. Yeah. What you use that office, what you use that portfolio to do for mankind. Exactly. So basically, I have really gone through the mill, and I feel I'm well equipped for this position. Because from my background as a sports prefect, meaning I'm a sports person myself, went to secondary school, became the entertainment prefect. Yes, went to IPMC, became a course rep, and now GCTU, being the TESCON vice president. It should tell you, from TESCON, it should tell you, I have a little bit of political background, and I've served in many capacities at that level too. So you are saying that you have a political background in a real world setting. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. We would not like to go much into that for now. Maybe in our subsequent meetings we can have a look at those aspects. Another thing I would like to know from you is you move very well, and I have had the opportunity to occupy some roles as well
And one of the things that comes with leadership roles is criticism.
Yeah.
You are going to have it a lot. How do you think you are going to handle that? Because somebody can just get this person, you know very well that on the face, if they should stand before you, they can't say what they are saying, but they are going to say it to you anyway. So if on hearing some of these things and encountering some of these things, how are you going to manage criticism? How do you intend managing the whole thing in the first place?
So if you listen to my previous submission, you will know that from all the roles that I have occupied, criticism has been part of the agreement. I'm not shy about being criticized or anything. As a good leader, I think you should even open your doors for it, because that is what keeps you on your toe. Because probably you'll be doing things, if you are left to do things by yourself, you feel you are doing everything right, and probably you might not even know that you are shifting or diverting from your vision. So so when you are being criticized, I feel you should take it in good faith. Look at it very well. You see, one thing that has been my stand-up point in all the roles that I've occupied is I listen a lot.
Okay.
I don't talk too much. I listen to whoever. Whatever I'm bringing on board, I sit down.
Okay.
Listen to it, they will digest it, decode it, take the good ones. Those that need to be trashed, I trash them off. So, I have the heart. My friends always tell me that, Steve, is there anyone that you cannot work with? And I even tell myself, if you give me the devil, I can work with the devil.
Interesting. You can work with the devil.
I can work with the devil.
Mr. Zemi, it's not about confusion. I hope you are not saying these things because you have your eyes on the ball. Because we have seen people mention things, and there's a popular saying that power change people. People get to the positions, and before you realize they've turned into all kinds of things. In fact, you can't even approach them. You can reach out to them any longer. It's something that I'm sure people will not like to experience if you should be elected as president, hopefully, right? Because someone may have a challenge, want to discuss with the president, and they want to reach the president and they can't reach you and all that. Are you sure you are not just saying this because you have the eye on the ball? So, one thing about me that I don't know, but probably after this interview, probably you can also go back to campus and find out yourself. I've actually done a little bit.
One thing about me is I'm the boys and girls type of person. Okay. Yeah, I roll with everybody. Positions don't change me. Material things don't move me.
We hope so.
Yes, I'm not moved by those things. So, and that is the reason why I feel, as SRC president, you shouldn't even, I don't know, the right way, you shouldn't even be fearful, for students to approach you and all. No. Feel free. I'm going to be the SRC president that you'll be seeing me on campus. I'll be coming to your lecture halls. I'll be at the bush canteens with you. When the sports people are going to do sports, I'll be with them. If it's Jamal, let's have a feel of it. You understand? Let the students feel you, and that is the way they are going to remember you for, or what they are going to remember you for.
Yeah.
At the point you had an SRC president who was so free. If I say I'm free, it doesn't mean I'm not tough, I'm not fair. No, there's I want us to have a distinct between it. Yeah. The fact that I'm going to mingle with you, I'm going to have all the flair with you, doesn't mean you shouldn't respect the office. If not me, the individual, you should respect the office that I hold.
Wow. That's interesting. So in case you are elected president, Mr. President, in advance, if I want to approach you and I experience any form of mishandle and I'm sure I can go back to this video and use it against you. In fact, I can call the police for you. from this.
You are free to do that. So if you can cash your money back, for somebody to hold TESCOM vice president position, it's not a small post.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it is the way GT has practiced. But if you should see somebody holding, that is TESCOM, and the other one is staying, holding those positions. Well, those two associations normally dominate when it comes to SIC.
Yeah.
So normally their presidents are even popular than SIC president.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to, handle that position with, cool, calm, collectment and all that, what should I can handle that?
It's very interesting. That's a very good one. So we'd like to go for a short break. We'll be back to have the rest of the session with Stephen Edu, an SRC president, hopefully.
Thank you very much.